I'm thankful that Johnson gave me all of the equipment that was originally designed for this whole tank. He could have easily taken the reactors or the pump and repurposed it for his What's up guys, it's Hugh with prolificbreed. I got some time today to work on the Red Sea Reefer 350. The tank's in place. It's been in place for the last couple of months. No water in it or anything at all. The last episode I showed you guys all of the equipment all in buckets, and I showed you guys how I cleaned off all that crud, and today we're just gonna assemble everything. Let me turn this around and show you what I got. Here's where the tank's sitting. I think it's the perfect spot for the tank because the wall pushes in and it looks like it's made, the spot was made for the tank. It's been sitting here empty for the last couple of months and we finally got everything assembled. So let me share with you guys what I got in the sump area. This right here, right now I'm just using it as storage, but we'll get the ATO reservoir and all of the controllers in there. But the previous owner, Johnson, he put in some LED strips up top, so when it's lit, it looks very nice and organized. This is the sump area. All of the equipment was designed and purchased by Johnson himself. I'm kind of fortunate that Johnson purchased and engineered everything and he just sold it to me as is, and I just assembled everything. If I was the one who was coming up with the concepts and all of that, I think it would take me a long time to compile all the pieces and kind of engineer how everything's gonna flow. Now he went with blue PVC pipes. From what I was told, the blue custom piping is pretty expensive. I gotta check for myself. I don't know the price tag on it, but I was told that it's expensive. Let me give you a rundown of everything. So at the bottom right here, the 3 pipes just thread in to place. It makes everything easy and simplified. These are the 2 drainage pipes, and the one to the furthest left is the return pipe. The first drainage pipe has an adjustable valve, so you can control how much water returns to the tank. It creates a Herbie siphon or something like that. Second overflow is just emergency. So the water's going to overflow from the tank into the sump area. Most of the water's gonna go in this first chamber right here, and it's gonna overflow into this chamber, which would house 2 filter socks. It's gonna filter all of the detritus and everything, and the water's gonna flow into this chamber right here. Now this chamber would contain all of the biomedia and the skimmer, the heater. It's gonna overflow into this area under and to the return pump. The return pump's gonna bring up the water. It's gonna go through all of these chambers right here with adjustable valves. Now I think Johnson ran carbon in this reactor, and he ran some bio pellets in this reactor. So both reactors, the water comes down into the reactor and then it returns back into the sump. This one you can see the same thing, it turns back into the sump. It's pretty cool. He designed it to look like it's just floating right above the sump. This 4th valve right here, he told me it was connected to a chiller. I'm sorry, I skipped this valve. The second valve goes to the UV, so you see it like loop back here. hard plumbed in, and then the return is just a tube that goes back to the sump. So this fourth valve is for a chiller. I don't know if I'm gonna purchase that, but this last valve right here just goes and returns back into the aquarium. That's pretty much the rundown of the sump area. I'm thankful that Johnson gave me all of the equipment that was originally designed for this whole tank. He could have easily taken the reactors or the pump and repurposed it for his new tank, but he gave me all of the equipment, so it made my life easier on assembling everything and getting this tank running. If any of this equipment was missing, I would have needed to source it and kind of hard plumb everything and fit everything. It would have taken me way more time to set everything up. So I believe this tank is almost ready to run. I still need heaters and a grow light for the Chaeto, and I need to move over some old equipment that I had for the 20-gallon long, especially the auto top off system. I'm gonna repurpose that for this tank. But yeah, I just need to leak test the 3 pipes down there to make sure there's nothing leaking, and we'll get this tank wet and ready to go. So be sure to be subscribed if you're not subscribed yet, and keep a lookout for new videos coming soon about this tank. I'm very excited to get it wet and running. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll get some water in here. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.